Why your house is not selling, or why your house did not sell. Discover the top 2 reasons why houses typically don't sell, and plus, check the description to get a free, no obligations market analysis done by a top local real estate agent. Having your listing not selling or even expiring after months on the market can be frustrating, and you wonder if it is not selling just because the current market conditions, or maybe you feel your agent has not addressed the real cause. I am here to help shed some light on the main 2 factors why properties don't sell. The first reason why usually properties don't sell is having a passive real estate agent. Most agents are passive because they just post your listing on the MLS and then sit and wait for buyers to and offers to come to them. And at any given time, there are hundreds of properties for sale. So just posting on the MLS won't make your house stand out. It is like the needle in the haystack situation. So how do you enlarge the exposure of your house? Top proactive agents not only post your house on the MLS, but also take time and effort to actively contact and call 2 groups of people. First, calling neighbors. Directly calling people that live in a 2 or 3 miles radius has an expansive effect. Their mom, siblings, or maybe a friend or a coworker that already know the area may have an interest on moving in. You can imagine the expansive effect of talking to neighbors as if it was an open house on steroids. The other group of people that top real estate agents directly contact are other real estate agents that currently have buyers on your price point. I am not talking about the small number of agents in the same brokerage that usually have no relevant buyers for you. I am talking about researching and finding colleagues that are top producers in the area or agents that have submitted offers for houses similar to yours. How would your agent know what colleagues in your town currently have active buyers suitable for your house? Again, top agents network, and also they know how to do research to find colleagues that currently have buyers in your price point. That is what I call targeted marketing. Having direct conversations with neighbors and agents who represent active current buyers gives your agent opportunities to explain the unique benefits of your house and also why it is suitable for them. The more people that talk about and really consider your listing, the more chances you have of finding the ideal buyer that is willing to pay the most for your house. What is the solution to give your house this type of exposure? Hire a top producing agent to maximize the exposure your listing will have. Check the description to get a free, no obligations market analysis done by a top local real estate agent to give this type of exposure to your house. The second reason why houses don't sell is for choosing an initial listing price that puts you in a weak negotiation position. A very common mistake is to start high and then patiently wait to accept an offer below asking price, thinking that as time passes, someone is going to appear willing to make a good offer at a slightly lower price than the listing price. You may be asking yourself, why starting high to be willing to accept lower puts you in a weak negotiation position? Let's put ourselves in the shoes of a buyer. It is naive to think that serious buyers are not doing their due diligence and are not aware of the prices at which houses with similar features and benefits are selling for. The reality is that serious buyers and their agents are actively screening the market, and they know what is a good price for the features and conditions they are looking for. If it was you on the buying position, you would do your research, right? Even if a buyer gets interested on an overpriced house, his agent will say, you like this house that is overpriced? Let me show you a couple of houses that have similar benefits, conditions, and features that are selling for lower. The competitors of your house in the buyer's eyes are those houses comparable to yours in terms of general condition, benefits, and features. In conclusion, you can see that high-priced houses help their competitors to sell quickly because the high price makes the right price look like a great deal. This is very important. And here's the takeaway. There are only 2 options. Your house is either the best value or you are helping your competitors to sell their houses quickly. There is nothing in between. As you can see, when your list higher than your competitors, your listing will sit on the market helping others to sell. When you help your competitors to sell, you created two new problems that you did not have before. The first problem for the seller when the house sits for weeks or months on the market, it's that buyers wonder if there's something wrong with your house. The natural question is there something that made your prior potential buyers disregard your house? The reality is that the great majority of buyers have the house go through a home inspection before the bank approves the loan. When a house sits on the market for long, agents wonder if there is something wrong or significant that was found during the house inspection. The more time the listing sits on the market, the deeper this cloud of doubts gets. The second problem for the seller when the house sits on the market for weeks or months is that buyers know it is extremely unlikely that there are multiple buyers bidding for the property. Now, they negotiate from a strong position because it is clear you don't have a lot of options. Let's get real here. Sellers always say there are other people bidding for the house, but after 2 or 3 weeks on the market, we all know that is not true. Let's wrap it up. The idea of the average agent of starting high in price to then accept a lower offer down the line only helps your competitor sell quickly. But not only that, but also increases the time your house sits on the market, making buyers wonder if there is something wrong with your house, and knowing you don't have multiple buyers bidding for your property. The question now is, how do top real estate agents choose the initial listing price to put you in a strong negotiation position? When a listing hits the market for the first time, it is the moment when it has the most attention. It is the breaking news effect. When something happens, it gets the most attention. As time passes, all news are not sexy anymore. Choosing the right initial listing price is critical to attract serious buyers and to get top dollars. Serious buyers and their agents usually have activated notifications to know when a new house hits the market right away. Buyers that are ready, willing, and able know the difference between a high price and the right price. Many times, those buyers that are ready just had a negotiation for the property fell apart, or maybe they need to buy quickly because they already sold their previous home, or maybe they need to relocate because a job offer. Remember, your listing is either the best value and the next to sell, or it is helping your competitors to sell. By choosing a price that is the same or maybe slightly lower than similar houses to yours, you are attracting all buyers at the price point. You are also positioning yourself strongly because buyers will believe you really have multiple people bidding for your house, even if it is only one buyer. Multiple offer situations is of course the best scenario for the homeowner to sell for top dollar. The next best scenario is when the buyer thinks he's bidding or competing with other buyers to get your house, even if it is only him. This only happens during the first weeks of your house on the market, or of course after a massive price reduction, which is of course not the way to go. The beauty of pricing your house right is that you become the strong party at the negotiation and may even sell for over asking price. Negotiation in real estate does not end when the price is agreed upon. There is money on the terms too. Being the strong party on the negotiation also allows you to get better terms, like who pays for closing costs or maybe shorter deadlines. In conclusion, take advantage of the time when the listing gets the most attention, which is the first couple of weeks. Play smart and price your house competitively to enter the negotiation as a strong party. Many times, a strong negotiation position allows homeowners to sell over asking price. Planning to price high to then reduce your price weakens you. Use a top real estate agent to assess the best initial price for your listing. Check the description to get a free, no obligations market analysis of your house by a top local real estate agent.